welcome to your writing lesson. Today's lesson's going to be taken into 3 different parts. It's broken up into 3 different parts. The first part, we're going to look at some words and understand the meaning behind those words, so we've got that vocabulary to use in our writing. The second part, we're going to look at a bit of spelling of some words that we might want to use in our writing, but the spelling's a little bit tricky. So we look at some spelling, so I hope you've got your pencil and your paper ready. And then the third part, I will model how to change those notes that you've taken from your reading session into a lovely, full, detailed information text with some beautiful full sentences, with some adjectives and some conjunctions, a really grown-up piece of writing. Well done for logging in, for signing in and taking part in this lesson. Let's get going. The vocab part of our lesson, and we're going to learn about the meaning of some words that we can put into our writing. And the first word we're going to learn about is this word, lure, lure, lure. You say it, lure, lure, lure. It's ever such a strange word, and it's not easy to say. But what does it mean?
Lure means to tempt a person or an animal to do something or to go somewhere, especially when you offer some form of reward. So here you can see that man is trying to lure the pig, and he is using food as a reward. So he's trying to lure the pig off the road. And here in the other picture you can see the mermaid. She is trying to lure the pirate into the ocean using her beauty. In the oceans, the fish try and lure their prey using the bright lights that they have. For example, on the dragonfish, he has a bright light on the end of his spine.
Okay, and the next word is tropical. 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 You say it. I say it. Tropical. You say it. We all say it together. Tropical. Brilliant. But what does tropical mean?
The word tropical refers to an area that we call the tropics. And the tropics is the hottest place on Earth because it's the places that are closest to the equator. And the equator is the black line that runs right across the middle of the map there. And those are the hottest places on Earth because they are closest to the sun. So anything tropical relates to the tropics. So you have the tropical rainforest. You have the tropical beaches. Look at that beautiful, warm, sunny beach. And the tropical oceans are warm and filled with beautiful fish and coral reefs. In fact, they're filled with tropical fish and tropical coral reefs. So anything that is tropical is from the tropics, where it's extremely hot.
Let's go to the spelling part of our session now, and the first word we're going to do is lure. We've got the L and then the trigraph your, lure, lure. Very strange word to say. Have a go at spelling it. Ready? Go. Gosh, that was quick. Excellent. Did you get it right? Lure. If you didn't, don't worry, make your changes. If you did, give it a tick. Well done. Our next word is the word spine. Sound it out with me. Spine. Spine. This I, why does it make an I sound and not an I sound? Absolutely right. Split digraph. Spine. Are you ready to write it? Off you go. Brilliant. Super quick. I hope it was neat or your letters on the line. Let's have a look. Did you spell it right? Give it a tick if you did. If not, quickly make the changes and then give it a tick. Your next word, prey. So the fish and the creatures under the ocean hunt its prey just like the mammals do on land. Prey. So we've got the digraph here. which makes an A sound in this word. Sometimes this can also make an E sound. Pray, pray. Go on then, write it. Did you get it right? Excellent. Give it a tick if you did. Brilliant. Well done. Next word. A word from earlier. Tropical. Let's sound it out together. It's long, but it's actually quite easy to sound out. Trop. 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 All. So you've got the curly C here, the k sound, k phoneme there, and this A followed by the L's, one of our spellings, it makes a ul. It's that sound on the end that we were practicing a few weeks ago. So the word is tropical. Careful about the k here, it is a C. Are you ready? Tropical. Go, write it down. You might need a bit longer for this one, it's a long word. Tropical. All ready? Done? Now, okay. Give it a tick or make your changes, then give it a tick. Well done, guys. Now the last word. It's a tricky word. It's the word ocean. Now the O is obvious, ocean, and then we've got the sh, so the n on the end, we understand that. However, in the word ocean, the sh doesn't really make much sense, so we've just got to learn that in the word ocean, we've got a C, a E and an A, and I like to think that the C to the E to the A looks a little bit like waves of the ocean. So to spell ocean, we go O-C-E-A-N. 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 Are you saying it? O-C-E-A-N. O-C-E-A-N. Ocean. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to turn it around. Make sure you get the C-E-A in the right order. Go, spell it. Ready? There you go. Give it a tick if you got it right. If you've made a little error, it would have been right in the middle here with these three letters. So put those in the right order. C-E-N. C-E-A even, not C-E-N. C-E-A-N. Well done, guys.
This lesson is linked to the reading lesson that should have happened before. So hopefully you've all seen this page before in the book and you've had a look through and you might have taken some notes. I decided to focus on the dragonfish for this lesson. Did any of you read the facts about the dragonfish? Here are my facts. You can see I've written dragonfish and underlined it. That's my subheading. My facts are deep ocean waters, tropical regions, that means tropical areas, deep as 1,500 meters. What do they eat? Anything they can lure. There's that word from earlier. And they have long spine attached to chin, light glowing at the end, use the light to lure and flash on and off and wiggle it to attract prey. Those are my notes.
So those notes that I took during the reading session when I read that book about the fish, and I showed you my notes about the dragonfish in particular, I'm now going to use to write my non-fiction text. And in fact, I've already started. Date, underline, misaligned, title. I've just put information as my title because we're writing information text. Then I've got the title of the information text. I've decided to call this tropical oceans. Two spellings that we've looked at, capital letter for both because it's my title, underlined with a ruler. The oceans around the tropics, because the tropics is the name of an area, a place, capital T, the oceans around the tropics are full of weird and wonderful creatures. That's my introduction. This is what my information text is going to be about. It's just giving you a very short, a very quick introduction. Then I've got my subheading, which is the fish's name, the type of fish. It's called dragonfish, as you know. The dragonfish habitats, what does habitats mean? It means lives. Good, it's the area it lives. The dragonfish habitats in the deep, dark, tropical oceans. What did I do there? I used the words deep, dark. Excellent. Well done if you recognise that expanded noun phrase. Adds that little bit more detail. The dragonfish habitats in the deep, dark, tropical oceans and, to conjunction, can swim as deep as 1,500 metres. What a long way down. What have I used, guys? Think of your sentence types. What a long way down. Correct. I've used an exclamation. I'm so shocked it's such a long way down. They are not fussy eaters. Do you remember in my notes that they'll eat anything they can lure? They are not fussy eaters. Conjunction. What would my conjunction be? They are not fussy eaters. Oh, keep your writing on the line, Mrs. Lewis-Cybel. There we go. They are not fussy eaters because, good. Why are they not fussy eaters? They're not fussy eaters because they are not fussy eaters because they will eat anything because they will eat anything they can lure, anything they can lure in the ocean. Not just the ocean, what type of ocean? Excellent, of course, the tropical, in the tropical ocean, in the tropical ocean. Right, but how do they lure their prey? How do they lure them in? They use a bright glowing light. They use a light, a bright glowing light. To lure their prey, they use a bright glowing light. Right, do you remember it? Let's say it again. To lure their prey, they use a bright glowing light. Okay, write that down. To lure their prey. Can you remember it? Prey. To lure their prey, they use a, now my adjectives here, they don't use a light, they use a bright, trigraph I, t. They use a bright, comma, glowing. They use a bright, glowing light. They use a bright, glowing light. Haven't put a full stop there because I think I can add a little bit more detail. Add my more detail, I'm going to add a conjunction. It's not a conjunction that we've used often in year 2, but it is a conjunction that. Because I'm going to describe a little bit more about the light. This conjunction's given me room, the opportunity to link a little bit more information about the light. To lure their prey, they use a bright glowing light that shines. Where does it shine? Remember, at the end of the spine that hangs from their chin. That shines at the end of a spine. A long spine. Add more detail. Good. A long spine hanging. A long spine hanging from its chin. From its chin. A long spine hanging from its chin. Excellent. I'm going to start my sentence with another conjunction. Conjunctions are often in the middle of the sentence, like we did with because. They are not fussy eaters because they will eat anything they can lure into the tropical oceans. So because was in the middle there, joining the two sides of the sentence. This one I'm going to start my sentence with when. When. So it's still going to be two parts of the sentence, but my conjunction joins them from here. When they flash, so I'm still talking about the lights hanging from its chin. When they flash or wiggle, remember in my notes said that they turn the light on and off, or they wiggle it to lure their prey. So when they flash or wiggle the light, the glowing lights, add that little bit more detail. When they flash or wiggle the glowing light. This is the next half now of the sentence. When they flash or wiggle the glowing light. Well, what happens when they do this? When they do that, their prey become attracted. Attracted. They become attracted and move closer to explore the light. So they move closer to explore the light, and then that's it, the dragonfish has them. Snap! That's their prey and that's their dinner. Brilliant. So let's have one quick read through. Make sure we get these lovely conjunctions in. These full sentences. Stop being lazy, please, guys, with your capital letters and full stops. We must get them in. You're going to be in year 3 soon. You can do it. I know that. So let's do it. Tropical oceans. The oceans around the tropics are full of weird and wonderful creatures. Dragonfish. The dragonfish habitats in the deep, dark tropical oceans and can swim as deep as 1,500 metres. What a long way down. They are not fussy eaters because they will eat anything they can lure in the tropical ocean. To lure their prey, they use a bright glowing light that shines at the end of a long spine hanging from its chin. When they flash or wiggle the glowing light, their prey become attracted and move closer to explore the light. So now it's your turn to get writing, to write your information text. Don't forget, you can write about at least 2 creatures. And you saw how much I wrote about just the one creature. You have your introduction, then you talk about one creature, then you do the next creature. So I'm expecting quite a lengthy piece of writing. And if this lengthy piece of writing is going to take you 2 days, then please let it take 2 days. Make sure you have a lovely quality piece of writing with your capital letters and full stops, and use some conjunctions, but try to only use one conjunction for each sentence. Otherwise the sentences go on and on and on and on and never actually end. Good luck. Send your learning in to me. I can't wait to read your beautiful extended pieces of writing.